Nina Marcalle.
And I'm Shawna Glover, and we're the hosts of Food Rap. Welcome. This is our premiere show. We're super excited, and this is where talk never tasted so good. And on today's menu, we're going to be talking about exotic foods from all around the world. But first, because this is the first show, we want to tell you about who we are. Nina?
I'm Nina Marcalle, and I'm actually a mother of three. I have a pet sitting business. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a housewife. I am very active, biking, walking. I enjoy eating good food, eating healthy food. I enjoy cooking. I'm really interested in eating the best, most wholesome food that I can. I would like my family to do the same, my friends, you, our listeners to eat healthy food. I'm really excited about taking you on this journey of learning. I want to teach you as much as I can. My information comes from a lot of research. I've learned so many things. I'm still learning things now. I've had to unlearn certain things. And I'm excited. I'm excited to be starting this amazing show. And Shawna, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you so much. I think I just learned a few things about you.
Indeed.
I'm also a mother. I have two beautiful girls. I'm a filmmaker, I'm an actor, I'm a graphic designer. I do a lot of running around. I have a very hectic lifestyle. So food is not always it hasn't in the past always been a priority for me. Over the years, I've done a lot of yo-yo dieting. I've tried everything under the sun. And frankly, I lose 20 and then I gain 20. And I end up back to square one, This past year, at the top of 2013, I said, I got to do something different. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results.
Right.
So I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to switch to a vegetarian diet. I wanted to do the proper research because a lot of people were concerned that doing a vegetarian diet, I would pass out on the train tracks or something crazy like that.
Okay.
So I said, I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to research. As I researched, I learned a lot of horrific things about how animals are treated. And these animals are treated in such a bad way, and then we consume them. So it made me... I decided that I don't want to consume any animal products whatsoever because that stress has to come through the food. I have no scientific proof of that, but I just didn't feel comfortable any longer eating any type of animal products.
That makes sense.
So this is just how I grew up. It's very strange for me to move towards a vegan diet. Not my kids. One's a vegan.
Might I interrupt you? What is a vegan diet for those who don't know?
A vegan diet consists of 0 animal products, no eggs, no milk, no cheese. So it's a crazy, complete 360 lifestyle change.
Wow.
So I'm on this journey. I'm making discoveries. I'm doing research. I'm learning and unlearning as well. And I want to bring you, the listeners, along with me because it's an everyday battle. And I'm learning new recipes. I got to learn how to cook new things. And that's basically it. So welcome on this journey. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Call in. Give us some information about how you do things. I'm open. And that's pretty much it. So now, next up on today's menu. Okay, so here we go. Sorry, guys. I want to give out our phone number. So if you want to call in and you want to tell us about what you think, you want to give some opinions, the phone number is 646-929-1521. We want to hear from you guys. We want to hear your experiences and all that good stuff. Today, really quick, I just want to dedicate this show to my uncle who just recently passed away from a massive heart attack. His name is George Thomas Glover. Thank you. And it's just a real wake-up call that, he was only 62 years old. And this is not a game. We have to get our health together. And this is what this show is all about. So, Nina, we're going to be chopping it up. That's next up on our menu. Chopping it up is all about teaching people how to read the nutritional information on their food labels, because a lot of times we're just used to picking up foods and we don't know what's in those foods. So tell us, what are you going to be chopping up today?
So I thought with our inaugural show, it would be appropriate for me. Go ahead.
Yeah,
it would be appropriate to talk about
for the camera.
Food wraps. So I'm going to read off the labels off this particular food wrap, which is a very popular food wrap. And the ingredients are listed as enriched wheat flour, barley, malt, and I'm having trouble seeing this, I apologize, niacin, iron, thiamine, ground whole wheat, partially hydrogenated soybean oil, cottonseed oil, canola oils,
Mm.
contains 2% or less of the following: potato starch, dough, conditioners, sodium stearoyl, I don't even know how to pronounce
What
that,
is
mono
that?
and diglycerides, salt. Anyway, my whole point is to make a comparison. What this is, my concern is there are way too many ingredients in here, and when you're
Mhm.
reading off labels, there should be as little or as few ingredients as possible if you want to get a good product.
Got it.
Now, I
Okay.
want to compare it to that particular wrap. If you could hand that to me,
Oh,
Shawna, if you don't
yes,
mind.
absolutely. Yep.
This is the one that I prefer to use, which actually I want to give a shout out to my friend Robbie Garfinkel because he was the one who suggested this to me. But you're going to see the difference between this label and the other one that I was just reading. This one has coconut meat, coconut water, and Himalayan salt. And that's about it. It's a gluten-free product. It's raw. It's alkaline. It's corn-free, soy-free, dairy-free, and egg-free. And actually, the brand, or at least the website where you can order this, is called improveeat.com or thepurewraps.com if you want to purchase one for yourself. And Shawna, with you being a vegan, I thought I would give this to you to try out.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. I'm walking away with treats today.
And not only that, by the way, there's also a curry flavored version of this.
Ooh.
And I also wanted to note that when you're looking at ingredients as far as labeling, the first ingredient always has more of that particular item and the last ingredient has less. So look at the comparison between this and this.
Wow.
Right. So
Big
this is for
difference.
you.
Thank you so
This is
much.
for you.
Wow, I'm excited. I can't wait to put some hummus on that.
It's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. And what are you chopping up today, Shawna?
Okay, so today I'm chopping up one of my favorite pastime seasonings, and that is saison. Did I say it right?
It's actually sazon,
Sazon,
but I
okay.
actually love it too.
Sazon.
I love
Thank
it.
you so much. One of my favorite pastime seasonings. But what I recently found out as I began to get more into label reading, and Nina, you can best describe this. Usually the first thing on a ingredient label is it's the largest amount in the labeling, and the last
Exactly.
thing is it has the smallest amount in the ingredient in the food.
Right.
So the first on the list in saison is monosodium glutamate, aka MSG, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, spices, spice extract. I don't know the difference between those two.
Okay.
Natural
Okay.
color, tricalcium phosphate, which is an anti-caking agent. So,
Wait a minute, 1 second. I have to ask you one question.
yes,
Why is MSG bad for me? I've been using this for years.
I know. Listen, it's commonly found in Chinese food, canned vegetables, and processed meat. That means our lunch meats that we have, those great sandwiches from.
What's wrong with it? What's the problem?
Okay, so according to the website mayoclinic.com, the FDA has received many anecdotal reports of adverse reactions to food containing MSG, known as MSG symptom complex.
Okay.
Some of those symptoms are headaches, flushing, sweating,
Okay.
rapid fluttering of the heart, facial pressure, chest pain, nausea. Does it sound like something you want to eat now?
Are
Is
you
something you want in
serious?
your food?
Are you? So
I don't
are
want
you
a
telling me
headache
that I have
from
to give
eating
up
a
my
sandwich.
sazon? Oh,
I
my
don't want a
goodness
headache from
gracious.
eating a sandwich. I mean,
Well, me neither.
Listen,
Me neither.
so we can get more creative. There's so many different spices out there. We do not need anything containing MSG any longer. So I want you guys to go into your cabinets right now and toss that stuff out if you find anything containing MSG.
And I'm gonna do that as soon as I get out of here. As soon as I go home, I'm gonna go through all my cabinets and look for anything that has MSG and get rid of it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So
So we're gonna move on to the ABCs of food section of today's menu.
all right. Ooh, I like that.
So the ABCs of food are actually us going down through the alphabet and talking about or giving a description and the nutritional value of certain foods. So since this is our premiere show, Shawna, I'm thinking we should probably start with the letter A. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. And guess what? I have a special treat for you.
For me?
We're talking about one of your favorite foods.
Are you serious?
Avocados. That's right. And how I know this avocado is good because you have that nice white round dot. For those listeners, there's people who are listening, there's people who are watching. So I'm gonna describe in the top of the avocado. If you take off the little like nudge there, I don't know what you call it.
I don't know what you call it
If it's looking white, that means you have a good avocado. If it's looking brown, put that thing back. Okay, so for avocados, there's over 80 varieties. The most commonly found and which are available usually all year round is the Hass avocado, whose original mother tree, believe it or not, still stands in California to this day.
Seriously?
Yeah. Wow, and I know you told me that you have avocado like 2 times a day.
I have
right?
avocado 2 times a day.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
2 times a day.
I have to get with you. I got to get with your program.
Seriously, it's a superfood, by the way. I just got to let you know that.
Oh, that's great. And you're the one that actually turned me on to this. I love putting it now on my sandwiches, and I was always a fan of guacamole. And I just learned that avocados and guacamole.
Oh,
it's
delicious.
A great source of fiber, potassium, vitamin C, vitamin K, folate. And like I said, it's great in salads, as a spread, what have you. So there's so many, and I know people have actually made chocolate mousse because avocado's flavor is like a very neutral flavor. And as my daughter would say, it tastes like nothing. So you can get so the vegans out there can get, or, even the people who have raw food diets can get really creative with the avocado, which is awesome. So yes, now we are getting ready. We're coming up almost on our time for a break. But when we come back, we're going to have my favorite part of the menu, and that's the specialty dish. And Nina has cooked up something awesome. Before we get into that, I want to tell everybody to go to www.goproradio.com. There you can help support and keep good listening, good programming on the air. There's a donate button on the homepage. Click on the donate button. Tell them you heard it through Food Rap radio show. And
where talk never tasted so good.
That's right. And our sponsor for today is Sounds Inspired by Mumia Abu Jamal. Now, a lot of this stuff is connected. Our food, what's going on with the prison, industrial complex system, it's all connected because honestly, I feel like it's an attack on society. Right now, I don't know if you guys know who Mumia Abu Jamal is, but he's a political prisoner who was accused of killing a cop many years ago. It's been over... I want to see if we don't have a CD in here, but if someone can get me a CD, I want to hold it up for those who are watching. They have proved in many different ways that he never killed this cop, but he was on death row. He's been in prison for over 25 years.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's ridiculous, but he continues to be a source of inspiration for people out there fighting against the system. Now, BW Moving Images came up with an idea to bring awareness about Mumia Abu Jamal.
Okay.
And the name of the project, like I said, is On the Move, Sounds Inspired Mumia Abu Jamal. Exclusively available on BW Moving Images website, www.blackwax.com. Now, who's on this album, you ask?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Who's on the album?
Public Enemy.
Wow.
Can't get no better than that. Nana Soul, Kafeli Bendelli. We have Spirit Child. We have Mayo Azucena. Hassan Salam.
Wow, these are heavy hitters.
This is a one and only exclusive. I'm telling you, it's just some beautiful. You can just get it on, put it in your CD player, and just let it go. Every song on here is phenomenal. So, I think it's about time that we go for that break. And then while we're on our break, we're going to be bringing in some piping hot food by Nina. And too bad you guys couldn't smell what you're going to see.
Well, and we want to give a quick shout out to P&K Market, who allowed us to go in there today and take some photographs.
Oh, yeah. And we get all our food.
We get all of our produce there as well.
They are awesome. Located in Jersey City.
On Jersey Avenue.
Make sure you go and visit them. Stop in. They have really fresh fruit.
They're between Jersey and Erie.
Got it. Okay. Time for a break.
Hi, I'm Nina Marcalle. I'll be bringing up your purchase today, and my associate Shawna Glover will bag your items.
Hey there.
Hey, nice to meet both of you.
Let's see. Pork rinds, grape soda, genetically modified strawberries.
Yeah.
No me gusta.
Oh.
Okay, I don't want to offend you or anything, but none of this stuff is good for you.
It can't be that bad.
You're practically digging your grave with your teeth.
Yikes.
But don't worry, there are healthier choices that are just as delicious. You can try some dried kale instead of potato chips.
Or even actual grape juice in the place of the purple liquid cavities.
Right.
Also organic fruit instead of the GMOs.
You guys have some good ideas. But how do you know so much about good eating?
Shawna and I host the brand new talk show Food Rap every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the GoPro Radio Network.
Yeah, it's the brand new radio show that's all about good eating. Nina and I will take you on a delicious journey through the latest trends and traditions and alternative eating from the everyday person's perspective.
Wait a minute, I heard about that show. Food Rap on the GoPro Radio Network, right?
Yep, it's the perfect weekly digest for anyone looking to beef up on food facts and share their own discoveries.
All right, that's it. I'm putting all this junk back and I'm making better choices. And the first choice I'm making is to tune into Food Rap every week from now on.
That's every Saturday at 3 p.m. on the GoPro Radio Network.
At www.goproradio.com.
Where talk never tasted so good.
And we're back. You're tuned in to Food Rap, where talk never tasted so good. All right, now for my favorite part of the show, the specialty dish.
Oh yeah, baby. It's time for that specialty dish.
I love this music. Oh my God, it's putting me in some. I don't know if it's putting me in the right mood though. Okay. Okay.
Mood for eating, honey.
So Nina, why don't you? Okay, before we get to the specialty dish, I want to give out our call-in number 646-929-1521. Nina, take it away.
Take it away. So basically, okay, so this is what I prepared for you today.
Ooh, do I get to taste that?
You get to taste it, girl.
All
Doesn't
right.
it smell good?
It smells yummy.
So, staying on this Mexican theme, I've decided to make chayote.
Ooh.
Which is
Can
actually...
you hold it up for the camera?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that
This
looks
is a dish
so
that I
good.
prepared literally about 45 minutes ago. Basically, what I did... Well, first of all, when you pick them out, they should be nice and firm and green. I wish I should have brought a raw one in, but it's okay. So what I did was I peeled it. I sliced and I diced it. I cut up some onions.
Mm-hmm.
I crushed some garlic in a mortar.
Mm.
I added olive oil to the pan. I sauteed the onions. I sauteed the garlic. I added the chayote. I sprinkled a little bit of sea salt, a little bit of Italian seasoning, and a tiny bit of parsley. And I let it saute for approximately 10 minutes, I would say. It's supposed to have a really wonderful... Actually, the flavors are a cross between a potato and a squash. So it tastes really different. It can actually also be eaten raw.
Mm-hmm.
You can also have it with the skin. Personally, I prefer the skin off, and I prefer to eat it cooked. You can have it in a salad, or you can have it as a savory dish. So it's actually quite nutritious, and I'm really looking forward to you trying it. Are you going to try this
I am
dish?
so excited right now because, like I said, I'm always looking for different foods to eat. So if this tastes as good as it smells, I got to get that recipe.
Oh, absolutely.
All
And
right.
the recipe will actually be on our Food Wrap Facebook page.
Okay.
So I'll be posting it on there sometime today, and you all can try it out.
Okay, enough talk. My mouth is watering. Okay, you ready?
Plus, you haven't eaten today, so hey.
Oh my God.
What do you
This
think?
tastes really, really good.
Really good?
It has like a, okay, I'm trying not to talk with food in my mouth, but it's kind of salty. I love the crunch to it. It has a really great crunch. It's, I don't know if I don't think of a potato, but I think of more like a squash when I'm eating it. And it tastes buttery, even though it doesn't have butter in it.
No butter. 'Cause
That's
you're a
right.
vegan.
And I'm always looking for that buttery flavor. So I'm going to take one more bite. I'm trying not to be rude, guys, and it has this beautiful lime green. I'm trying to describe it for those who are listening. But it's lime green. It has great spices, and it has some garlic. It just smells so
glad
good.
you're
You guys
enjoying
got to
it.
check it out. Go to GoProRadio.com, click on the watch button, and you could see what I am seeing right now. Thank you.
And what about taking photos of it?
I'm definitely taking photos
Are you
of
going
this
to
and
take
put them on
photos of it?
Instagram.
Are you serious?
What about you? What about Pinterest?
I think I want to put it on Pinterest.
I think we have
I think
to,
I wanna
because
put it on
this looks
Pinterest.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks absolutely beautiful. And it tastes
You really
as
like
good
it then?
I swear.
You're not just saying that?
I swear it tastes so good. And I'm trying not to, but it tastes as good as it smells and looks. I promise you.
Awesome, awesome.
All right, so I'm trying to clean it.
Okay, so anyway, you know what? We're gonna move on to the next section of our show, which is called Food Fight. Now, Food Fight is that is some really cool music.
I love all these intros. I'm having fun.
Great. It wasn't that great.
So anyway, the food fight section of our menu is about food and politics, food in the news, and today we're going to talk about the march that took place against Monsanto over last weekend.
I heard about that. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be reading an excerpt from the Huffington Post. For those of you who want to call in and talk about it, if you have any questions.
I think we have a caller. Do you want to take the caller before you go? You want to wait?
We have a caller?
Yeah, we have a caller. Yep.
Okay, sure.
Let's take our first caller. This
Okay,
is our
go ahead.
first official caller.
Hello.
You're on the air. Hey there, you're on the air.
Is anyone there?
646 area code. We would love to talk to you. Okay.
Is anybody there?
I don't know.
Maybe we lost the call.
I think
guess
we're
we lost
having
the call.
some technical difficulties. Anyway.
They are.
Okay, I know.
Because we have our amazing engineer, Ayana Nana Jones.
That's right.
I want to give a special shout out to her.
Super shout out to Ayana.
Anyway, so to proceed with the food fight section of our menu, I'm going to read an excerpt from the Huffington Post about the march against Monsanto. Now, I'm just going to give you a little brief history about Monsanto. Mm-hmm. Monsanto is a chemical company. They are the creators of Agent Orange. They are the creators of saccharin, which was found, I believe, in the 70s to be a carcinogen. And they're also the world's largest manufacturers of genetically engineered seeds. Now, for those of you who don't know what those are, or GMOs, it's a genetically modified organism. Now, a genetically modified organism is a seed, or at least food, that are plants. They are plants and animals that have been genetically engineered with DNA from bacteria, viruses, or other plants and animals. These experimental combinations of genes from different species cannot occur naturally in nature, whether you crossbreed them traditionally or not. Protesters, so I'm going to read an excerpt from the Huffington Post, which was posted, I believe, I don't know, about 6 or 7 days ago.
Before you read the article, we have another
Sure.
caller. Do you want to try to get
Absolutely,
them on the line?
Sure.
Okay, area code 973. You're on the air. Hello. Area code 973. You're on the air. Okay. Well, read the article. Hopefully, things will work itself out as we go.
Okay. Hopefully, we'll get another call. Okay. So, protesters rallied against U.S. seed giant and GMO products. Protesters rallied in dozens of cities Saturday as part of a global protest against seed giant Monsanto and the genetically modified food it produces, organizers said. March against Monsanto's protests were held in 52 countries and 436 cities, including Los Angeles, where demonstrators waved signs that read, "Real food for real people," and labeled GMOs. It's our right to know. Genetically modified plants are grown from seeds that are engineered to resist insecticides and herbicides, add nutritional benefits, or otherwise improve crop yields and increase global food supply. Most corn, soybean, and cotton crops grown in the United States today have been genetically modified. But critics say genetically modified organisms can lead to serious health conditions and harm the environment. The use of GMOs has been a growing issue of contention in recent years, with health advocates pushing for mandatory labeling of genetically modified products, even though the federal government and many scientists say that technology is safe. Personally, my issue with this whole thing is this started off as a grassroots movement over the internet, and interestingly enough, the mass media is not talking about this. And I'm not sure why, because this is really big news. So, I don't know. It makes you wonder. It makes you question what's going on. It makes you question what's happening with the media. Like, why are we hearing about this on alternative media, on social networking, and not on the news?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they aren't covering it because they don't want to give the appearance that, there's a people's movement going on, because that's exactly what's happening right now. People are tired of not having control. Their food, our food, I'm going to put myself in it too, because our food has been politicized. I just recently learned about what GMOs were. You know what I mean? And it's like we have a majority of the foods that are of the soy, about 80% of the soy is genetically modified.
Yes.
The corn. I mean, and we have no say in whether or not, we don't have a choice between non-GMO and GMO. We don't even know which one are which because they refuse to label, which tells you that something is not right. I definitely smell a rat.
Yeah, so, I have to agree with you.
So, you know, I mean, I don't know. I'm so happy though that people are standing up. You know, here was it started as a grassroots movement on the Facebook page, and
Sure.
over 2 million people are out there fighting, and they're letting this government know that things have to change. Things must change. So, you know, thank you so much for bringing that, you know, information to us. I think it's extremely important. Again, if anybody else wants to call in and give their opinion, the phone number is 646-929-1521. Now, strange but food. That's our next up on the menu.
But food.
Awesome sound effects. Awesome.
That sounds really creepy.
What
really
is strange
creepy.
but food? What is that? What are we going to be talking about?
We are going to
What
be
is that all
talking about some of food oddities here and abroad. So, Nina, what do you have that's
I actually have
weird?
a strange but food, and I actually know what this is about, but I want our listeners to know what it's about.
Absolutely.
So basically, my strange but food is called a chapulín.
That sounds yummy.
A chapulín. It does sound yummy, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It's actually very popular in Mexico, staying with the theme on Mexico and food abroad. Chapulines are actually grasshoppers. They're actually grasshoppers that are commonly eaten in certain areas of Mexico. They are collected only at certain times of year, from their hatchings in early May through the late summer or early autumn. After being thoroughly cleaned and washed, they are toasted on a clay cooking surface with garlic,
Yikes.
lime juice, and salt-containing extract of agave worms.
Okay, well, you know what? I did say that I would try anything but once, but thank God I'm a vegetarian or I'm a vegan. Okay, so my strange but food is balut. Have you ever heard of that?
I
Balut?
actually have heard of
Yes,
balut.
a great specialty dish of the Philippines. You take a fertilized duck or chicken egg, bury it underground for a few weeks, and then bon appetit. You eat it like half cooked, basically, like half baked. It sounds really yummy.
I've actually seen it
I don't know.
before.
It's also
Ugh.
known as the treat with feet and the egg with legs. So I don't. Did you have a good time talking about that? Because that's
I
a
actually
lot of
didn't
weirdness
have a good
right
time
now.
talking about it.
I feel very uncomfortable.
I think it's time for us to wrap it up, Shawna.
I think you're absolutely
Unfortunately,
right.
it seems like it went by way too fast.
It did.
Are you serious?
I'm actually
Are
almost
we done?
I'm actually glad it's almost over, so I can eat the rest of my food over here. It's still hot.
You gotta
I'm
share.
hungry.
Seriously, you have to share.
Okay, so I want to again send a special shout out to P&K Fruit Market in Jersey City, where we get all of our produce to make this delicious food. I want you guys to make sure you tune in every Saturday at 3:00 p.m. and get your food fix in, where we have a whole new list of brand new delicious items on the menu. Next week we'll be talking about getting with the green. Everything green, everything that you could think of that's just delicious and nutritious. A special shout out to our producer, Tylon Usavier Washington, our lovely engineer, Ayana Jones, production director and online engineer, Muhammad El Safti, production assistants, Tatiana Washington and Tayana Washington, and a special shout out to you, the listener. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like our Facebook page.
Follow us on Twitter. Check out our Instagram. We have a Pinterest page.
What's the Facebook page? It's Food Wrap, right?
Food Wrap
Twitter
on Facebook.
is the Facebook, the Food Wrap Show.
Right.
Pinterest, Food Wrap.
Make sure you give us feedback on our food or any of these, and let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about. If you thought our tips were useful, anything that you want to hear about. We won't get to everyone, but we will get to as many people as we can, and we'll try to talk about whatever it is that you're interested in.
Yep. And guess what? The tunes that you're hearing right now, every show we're going to end with a tune about food. So if you guys have any special requests, please post it on our Facebook page. And also, very shortly, we're going to be running a contest to see if you guys can understand, if you guys know what song it is.
And check out the rest
Thank
of today's lineup. Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Shawna. We have the Glenzie Show.
That's it for today's show.
Okay.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.